We're like the cockroaches of the Chinese underworld.
We'll see about that. I got mythical weapons from all over the world in here. One of them is bound to do the trick.
Thank you both so much for taking the time today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I love this show so much. I have 11 and 13-year-old daughters, and I can't wait for us to watch this together. I know they're going to love it.
Oh, good.
Man,
That's
awesome.
exactly what we want.
Yeah.
I want to watch with my kids too. Yeah.
I mean, I want to talk to you about finding the perfect balance of like real life and supernatural, because I feel like you guys nailed it.
Yeah, I think we wanted to make the show feel first and foremost very grounded and very genuine. I think the goal was always to make Jentry feel like she's living in our world and not that we're in Jentry's world. And I think, you know, the themes about self-identity come through a lot in the show, and I just wanted to make sure it felt like being a teenager is scary. Like being a teenager is scarier sometimes than like facing demons a little bit. So I think we wanted to play with like those emotions and like how that feels, having like these big emotions, but also having these big monsters.
Yeah, absolutely. And Allie, do you feel like you maybe pulled on your own experiences in middle and high school to bring out the voice of Jentry?
I feel like I pulled on my experiences now. Yeah. Just feel, I mean, I think it doesn't stop you entering a new group of people. That doesn't stop when you're a kid, at least for me. And so that's been happening, you know, year after year. I'll always come into a new group and I still feel that nervousness of, are they gonna like me? You know, am I gonna fit in? And then that excitement you feel when you connect with someone at a dinner party or when you win someone over, or also that disappointment you feel when you don't connect with anybody and you kind of feel like, well, what am I gonna do? Because now I'm working with, you know, I'm gonna be with these people for the next 3 hours, the next 3 months or something, and what am I gonna do? So, yeah, or I'm gonna be in this community now and I haven't found anybody, and I think everyone sees me this way, so, yeah. I think it's very universal what she goes through, but what I love about it is it's so specific to Echo's experience and her childhood. You know, I didn't grow up in Texas, but this is very much, you can see it's very much Echo's show. I didn't grow up with this love for anime, but because of Echo, I have come to love anime so much, and she's introduced me to so many things. But yeah, it's very her.
Yeah, well, I want to talk to you guys about the demons, because the looks of these demons, they're so cool. I feel like you just raise the bar continuously throughout the series. So for both of you, Echo obviously, but then Allie, you're an executive producer as well. So did either of you really have a full hand in helping create the look of these demons?
I want to give full credit to the design team, honestly. Like, we had an amazing creature designer on the show that he just like knocked it out of the park continuously. We also worked with like some amazing pros that are already in the field known for creature design. So it's just like, we looked at a lot of reference, you know, the design of the show is already so unique. And so we looked at a lot of old, ancient scroll kind of, you know, calligraphy paintings of these monsters, and we're like, okay, how do we get a better take on that?
Yeah. Now, I love anime personally, so I love that this is like an anime style. And then Allie, obviously talking about Echo, how you're a big fan of anime. What is it about anime that made it the perfect style choice here for Jentry?
I think we wanted something that felt anime reminiscent, but wasn't entirely what, you know, that Western anime category. I think Avatar and like Vox Machina have a very specific way that they look, and I wanted to go for something different and more unique, but also pay homage to anime and, you know, Western animation. We looked at things like Over the Garden Wall was a big reference, and Gravity Falls is another one. Like, we wanted to also just play with what animation looks like in like American animation. So it had to be a perfect marriage between the two.
Yeah, and then one thing I love about this too is that I feel like it teeters on that like scary, like it's not too scary, but it's scary enough that you're like into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for both of you, can you talk about finding that balance?
Well, we wanted it to stay PG. because again, this is something, my kids still get scared sometimes watching Home Alone, and so we wanted this to be that show that parents can enjoy with their kids. And there would be times where we would try to push it, right?
Yes.
And be like, okay, this is too scary.
This is too scary. I still think it's very scary.
It is very scary. But I think my kids will be able to handle it. But even like that experience of the kid when my kid pulls her blanket over her head and everything, like it's so sweet. And even though it's scary for her, but it is very sweet. And I'm excited to have that with my kid, while watching this. But to be just enough so that she can continue watching it.
Yeah, it's not too scary that she's gonna give up.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That she's gonna run to the bathroom crying and screaming at me, why did you make me watch this?
That was me in the mixing room. Like, there's one episode I was like, this is too scary. I don't think we can put this out.
Well, congratulations. I love this so much, and I would love to see a season 2, so fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tessa.
Gugu, do we have to start and end the day killing demons?
Ha! As if you guys are actually gonna kill Mr. Chang. He's the most ruthless, vicious, fearsome Mogwai king of all time. And that's why he sent me